Sweet. We're 1 minute early. 1 minute early. Let me double check to see if everything is aligned. So I'm going to my YouTube channel on my phone. So excuse me y'all for 1 second while I try to manage this properly. Okay, I can't see it. I can't see my own live on my YouTube channel. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. There we go. Okay. Freaking ads. I swear to God. 2 ads. Ugh, come on. Stop. I can't see my own live. All right. All right, here we go. Let's see. Can I see the chat? Or is it not going to load? Freaking ads. I swear to God. All right, hold on, y'all, while I... 2 ads. Ah, it's so weird. Excuse me, 1 second, y'all, while I try to get the chat up on my phone. Or is it not going to... There we go. Perfect. Sweet. Nice. Okay, finally loaded. We got 10 in here. Cyber Wolves in here. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in, y'all. Jackie's in chat too. Okay. Good to see everyone here. Got a good crew going on. Karen, thank you for joining. And Freestyle, welcome in too. This is going to be a good live. Let's go. All right, today we're going to be reacting to the Ouija Brothers. I've only watched 1 video from them, and I have my opinions on them, obviously, that I'm going to state very soon. Bruce, how you doing, homie? We got Bayou in chat as well. Welcome in, boss man. All right, sweet. Okay, so I want to say this. Everything that I'm going to say in this video, this live stream, is just my opinion. We're going to watch Ouija Brothers today and see whether or not, in my opinion, if they're real or fake. I watched a little bit of one of their videos and it's not really looking good, in my opinion. But it's how it is. I want to say this too. When I learned something about myself when I started my YouTube channel, or when I started debunking. And both of us, you and myself, have witnessed it for the first time. And that is how passionate I am of the paranormal bleeds really through watching these fake channels, because they do piss me off. And a side comes out of me which I never thought existed until I created my channel and until I started debunking. So you and I both witnessed firsthand a side of me that I never even seen. I get a little bit snappy when I watch fake channels because, I mean, they're making my job into a joke. And they're setting back paranormal research for a while, for a long, long time. Nancy, welcome in. Bayou says, me too. Bayou's talking to Fawn. Bayou says fake as hell. Fair enough. All right, so let's just watch. That's enough yapping. All right, so right now the setting is Nottingham, England, I believe. The Haunted Museum and Oddities. So this is where they are in the setting. Is my sound on?
My name's Marie West.
Why can I hear my sound? Oh God, here we go.
I'm
there we
owner
go.
of the Haunted Museum.
Before we actually get started, I wanna make sure the audio is fine. So if I talk over this, when I press play, will it be all right?
Museum in Nottingham and also UK Ghost Hunts Paranormal team. We've been at this
I think it's too loud. Lower it down a little bit.
location now since the end of last year.
Okay.
We have previously moved from
Hey,
a
Ash.
different location.
Wait, hold on. Let's take a look at the exterior of this building. Haunted Museum, Paranormal Experience, Restricted Area Tours. Okay. See thousands of real haunted items and oddities. That is on the banner of this building. Thousands of real haunted items and oddities. So already, to be fair, I do think that this building is 100% fake. To be honest. This is a cash grab, a complete cash grab. Already at the very front of this building, with that 2 big banners saying tours and thousands of real haunted items, that's already bullshit. So what I really hope that Ouija Brothers do is they investigate properly and they use logical explanations. I really hope they use logical explanations before they think anything is paranormal. That's what I'm hoping. And that's what I'm expecting from a real team. Now, mind you, the Ouija Brothers are heavily involved and surrounded by the debunking community. So I really hope that they don't fake. This setting, already fake. Bayou says, I'm sure, oh, yep, fake crap. Ash says, wow, they have every haunted item ever. I know, right? They have the Dybbuk box. They have everything, dude. They have Annabelle, probably. That's what I'm expecting. Bayou says, nope, everything is a ghost, right? Fawn says, I may be lurking here. No worries, Fawn, no worries. Gotta clean up the kitchen. Freestyle, I appreciate you being here, my friend. All right, let's do this.
What the f*** is that, man? How can you talk, John? It's your morons. We're here. Could you give us one last noise before we leave?
What? That's on command?
That was loud.
All right, as investigators, check it out. See what's going on.
Loud and clear. What is that?
Find out what it is instead of talking to a camera.
What even is that?
Go with you guys. But
That
I
looks
do
like
it on
thunder.
your own.
Is that the tour guide or is that the owner? Who is this guy?
Just about to wrap up here. In this loud bang, these loud bangs from upstairs. I don't know what they are. Yeah, we've got to go up and check them out. Jesus.
What? Okay. This is a haunted trap, dude. This is gonna be a haunted trap. This is not a good place to investigate, but it is what it is.
Artifacts that we've found.
Yeah, the cursed Dybbuk box? Yeah, hell no. If there's a Dybbuk box in here, it's bullshit. There's only one Dybbuk box that is real, and I believe Zach Bagans has it. If I remember right. Ash says, I have thousands of unhaunted items. Nancy says, I agree. Places like this are cash grabs. Definitely makes you go, exactly, Nancy. And the thing is, I want to say this. As a paranormal investigator, oh, there's an ad. Hold on, y'all. Skip the ads. So, my advice to paranormal investigators out there is we can find ghosts. There's a higher chance of finding ghosts in settings where you can go in for free, if that makes sense. For example, like a cemetery. You can go to a cemetery and you have a better chance of finding a ghost there for free than buying in to a haunted location just to be there for like a 5 to 9, because that's the limit of their hours for you to actually be there in for. So if you're actually truly looking for ghosts, go to cemeteries or places that have a lot of crazy history, like a war site. I'm not going to say abandoned buildings because, I don't want you guys to get in trouble. But abandoned buildings is a good spot too, if they're public. If they're public. But I wouldn't recommend paying for haunted places if you're there specifically to find ghosts. Because to find a ghost, you have to be in a place for months. You have to keep going back to these places for months to find like one small piece of evidence. If you're specifically looking for ghosts and you have to buy into a location to find a ghost, chances are you're probably not going to find anything because of the small time window they're going to give you for the amount you paid, if that makes sense. Hey, Mr. J, what's going on, homie? Bayou says, yep, but the paid ones are all cash grabs, not haunted. Exactly, they're all cash grabs. It's a business. So, that's my advice to investigators or people who want to be paranormal investigators, is stay in cemeteries. Cemeteries are the way.
Actually got here, we've got everything from debug boxes, human schools.
Bullshit. Debug boxes are fake.
Skeletons, taxidermy, dolls from Doll Island. There's just so much. Shrunken heads. So yeah, not just...
I love her accent, by the way. That accent is just S tier. S tier. What's up, Ryan? Freestyle says, Zach's Dybbuk box did not give off any bad vibes for me, but the room with the severed human head gave me really bad vibes, Freestyle says. Like the spirit of the human head was pissed. Really? I believe Zach Bagans was the one who has the real Dybbuk box. Bayou, can you correct me on that? Does Zach Bagans have the only real Dybbuk box? Because everything else in this museum, I believe, is... Well, I haven't been there, so I can't say stuff, but I don't believe him nonetheless. I don't believe Zach Bagans. Bruce says, even though this place has no ghosts, I still like to check places out like this. Yes, okay. Me too. Me too, Bruce. And I want to say this. I want to clarify this. I know I keep yapping. I'm not going to apologize for that. If you're paying for places like this for the experience or for the history or just to have some fun, that is totally okay. But if you're looking for ghosts in places like this, you're looking at the wrong place. You're wasting your money. Okay, so it is a fact. Okay, good to know. So Zach Bagans does have the real Dybbuk box, and that's the only one that is real. Ash says, I'd be pissed if some dude put my head on display in a stupid museum. Me too, Ash. Me too. It's good to see you here, sister.
Alleged haunted items, but also oddities as well.
Let's go! I can't wait.
We've also got a Diana annual as well that was from the
She has beautiful eyes.
Enfield Haunting. In the book as well, it has got the pictures that Margaret and Janet did actually draw themselves, and we've had that clarified, and you can see that here at the museum as well. that is really, really cool. It's one of my favourite pieces, to be fair.
Are those eyelashes natural? Because if they are, goddamn, they're gorgeous.
This is Elizabeth. She is a real human skull. But the reason we know that she's female is because the forehead goes straight down. On a male, it protrudes out more, and so does the brow bone. So she's over 100 years old, and she has got spirit attachment. She shows herself as shadow form, which we do see quite often, and she
Hi, Jake.
absolutely loves attention. We do have another skull that
Good to see you here, brother.
hold as well. But if they hold that one and not Elizabeth, it's just that actually have to face the consequences after everybody's gone home, because she does get rather jealous. We've also had a lady singing to us, a little girl that likes to say hello. Near the hearse, we do have a male figure that's...
Bayou, I have to DM you on that. I have to DM you on that.
Stands there quite regular. Not only me, but visitors have actually seen her as well.
It's not really going good between us right now. Not gonna lie.
The hearse handle has been caught moving, which you can see on the monitors. The dolls in the doll room will turn round. I know this sounds daft, but even the toilet will flush on its own when there's nobody in the building. I know that sounds daft, but it really happened. So yeah, we do get a lot of happenings.
What, a guy can't compliment a girl's looks?
Clothes being pulled, hand feeling like someone's trying to hold your hand. Yeah, it all happens.
That's cool. All these props are really cool though. Really sick.
We are actually uncovering at the moment another area. We just thought it was a room under the stairs.
Oh, I know she is. Annie's a great person. Annie is amazing. Annie's amazing.
Cupboard until we started delving a bit deeper, and then we found a step, then uncovered another step, and now there's about 13 steps with a cave and tunnels leading off them, and that'll be open really soon as well.
Let's get to the investigation. I want to see this.
So if you do want to come
Oh, sorry.
visitors, we are open 7 days a week, 11 till 6, and there's just so much to see. So things that you won't see anywhere else. So it is really worth coming to have a look. It's not all doom and gloom. We do have some comical bits as well, just to bring the mood up a little bit. So it's not all about...
What the hell is that? What the hell is that slop?
death and hauntings and things like that. So there's a mixture here. So yeah, come and see us.
Was that a booger? Like, what the fuck? Part 1. Orpheus, welcome in, brother. Hopefully everything's all well with you and your family. Happy Tuesday, my friend. Bayou says, Chick does have that spooky, pretty vibe. Facts, right? Fawn says, don't push the wrong button, Noah. I'm going to say what I'm going to say in this video. At the very beginning, I did say it was my opinion. Now I can roam free with whatever I say. Alright, this poster again. Join the owners of the Haunted Museum on Real Paranormal Investigations. Book your place on one of our upcoming events. UKGhostHunts.com at many different haunted locations around the UK. Okay, we have to remind me to look that up later in the live stream so we can see how much that they paid for to actually get in here. That's cool.
What we're going to do right now is we're going to tour this haunted museum.
It's that booger, dude! That booger's behind them.
And take you around, show you all the rooms, show you some of the pretty cool artifacts and some of the oddities that they've got inside this place. It's pretty amazing.
I think that's the ugliest statue I've ever seen. I mean, look at his face. It's like, ah!
Did
The fuck?
investigate the Haunted Museum a few years back in Nottingham, but they've obviously relocated it and they've changed a lot of it all up.
We're going to have another walk round. Got a few cameras already set up, and we're going to see if we can see if any spirits
I like this guy's mustache. Looks pretty cool.
come from
Griff.
the old
The cinema
to
house,
this
really?
one, yeah.
The old cinema house.
Because if you haven't watched that video, go and watch that video before you watch this video, because there was some amazing stuff in that video. Really enjoyed it. So we'll just get upstairs. We could start down here, whichever you want to do. What do you want to do?
Well, we'll just go through this room first.
All right.
Now, this did used to be at the old museum, the casket.
Do you reckon they had to get rid of a lot of stuff?
I don't know, I think they just condensed down, but I don't think they've actually got rid of anything. Steve, the owner of the museum, actually told me they put his dad inside the casket. His dad passed away a year ago, and because he was a massive fan of the museum, his ashes, I believe, are on just top of the casket, which is pretty cool.
Okay, interesting. The stash, Bayou says. Nancy says, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. I bet that's haunted. Ash says, really, how the hell do you take that seriously when Slimmer is there? Come on, if it's a haunted house gimmick, then let it be that. But don't sell as a serious haunted location and that be the decor. Facts! That is absolutely what I was trying to say earlier. Spot on, Ash. Spot on. Tina, welcome in, Tina. Griff doesn't have that sexy stash anymore. John says, what's up, family? What's going on, John? John says, I'm up by Lake Champlain. Oh, really? So you're really up in Vermont, huh? Haven't been up to that lake in a couple years, I think. 2 years right now, I believe. Beautiful area of Vermont. Love that spot.
Okay.
So he's a part of the museum now as well.
Oh, snap.
Right in there. Now this, Jace, this is probably one of the most fascinating things of the museum, isn't it, this bit?
Dude, I cannot wait for the investigation. I want to see this. I want to see how they investigate, whether or not they're real or they're fake.
I absolutely love what he's done here. I mean, some people might think to themselves, they might turn around and go, that's a little bit. But again, if you got a good sense of humour, and all of these rats he didn't go and kill, he basically got them from where they do you know, like how they feed snakes and stuff.
The pet store.
The pet store, they're already dead. So, and basically he's just made a little art collection out of them.
There's a taxidermy, he's taxidermied them all.
Dude, honestly, British accents are so goated. I love them.
Yeah, he's taxidermied them all and basically made little scenes out of them. And I do think them all got quite good, to be honest.
Yeah, they're amazing.
I mean, you got Ratabelle. You know,
That's cool.
Amazing ones he's got.
got some lipstick on it. I mean, that one's evil.
But he says, I can save you some time. They're fake, bro. Bro, we gotta ease into it. We gotta ease into it, homie. We gotta ease into it. We gotta have some build up.
Like, it does say evil on the old. Right there.
We don't want the live stream to be like 10 minutes long by you.
Evil.
Now this is my favourite artefact of the museum. Now,
Well, you've already spoiled it. That's the pinnacle.
well, it's just where it is, ain't it? The book from the Enfield hauntings. If you can see in that picture right there,
Okay.
the famous photo of Janet jumping or being levitated off the bed.
All right.
You can see the book on the fireplace, and this has been confirmed to be that very book by Janet herself. You know, because it's got the drawings and
Margaret.
stuff like that. Janet or Margaret.
All right.
About the
Now
same.
that is an expensive camera right there. Holy crap. Got a shotgun mic. We got an Amazon IR light, 2 Amazon IR lights. And that's it for attachments right now that I see on the left side.
Well, sisters.
Oh my god, is that Noah Faraday?
What's up, bro?
I'm your biggest fan.
What's up,
I love your
Jacob?
channel.
I'm dead.
I am Noah Faraday's biggest fan. I just want to say I love his channel. I actually just broke into his house. So I'm just so obsessed with him.
You're freaking hilarious, bro. I love you.
I'm stealing everything in your brain.
God damn it! Not again. That's a lot of freaking haunted
This is a lot of
dolls.
people's favourite room, the doll room. Now, Steve did say a lot of these dolls came from the Mexican doll island.
Yeah. The
So-
Mexican doll island.
A lot of these come from there. He's got a crazy collection, to be fair.
God damn.
Pick your favourite one.
Honestly, this is a red flag. This is a red flag right here.
There's some good ones.
All the creepy dolls hanging like that.
Which one's your favourite, would you say?
That's how you know this shit's gonna be fake. This
one has
environment.
just been donated to the museum,
Setting.
I believe.
Yeah, she's my favourite.
And a nice pram as well.
Because she just seems chill.
I want to
Yeah,
get to
but
the
she-
investigation.
Like he's upside down.
Can we investigate?
That one there.
It's got more of them just being upside down. Where's his body?
That's what I mean. He's missing something.
Bayou says, true, I can't help myself, so fake, and people will fight you over it. Yeah. They robbed the Toys R Us. John says, the king of Bridgeport. Was that J-Mass? Yeah, that was J-Mass, yep. See, I like to investigate with my roommate, because my roommate is a full-on skeptic, and skeptics are the easiest to investigate with, because they take no shit. They take no shit. They really don't. But if I try, it's so hard for me to work with ghost hunters because personally, I know I paused the video and shit, but I want to say this. Freaking, it's so hard for me to work with ghost hunters because my standards are so high when it comes to ghost hunting. But with skeptics, completely different story. I love working with skeptics. I love going to cemeteries and investigating ghosts with skeptics. Just so much better. It's so much easier. You don't see any phone apps anywhere. You don't see any of this bull crap. It's just, it's nice.
We've got Norris Head from The Thing, one of my favourite movies of all time. John Carpenter.
What's up, Pauline?
And Kurt Russell. They've done quite a few films together.
Bayou says, is this their investigation? Probably.
Done Escape from New York, Escape from LA. I believe Elvis as well. They've done
Their
some
investigation
Elvis
is
films
checking
in
someone's
the
weird art
70s.
project.
And my favourite film, one of my favourite films of all time, Big Trouble in Little China. Obviously, Mortal Kombat was based off Big Trouble in Little China. I'm not sure how many people know that, but a bit of trivia for you. And yeah, that famous scene of the head when he comes off the body and chases the other members.
All right, I want to see some ghosts.
And none of these are like replicas or anything like that. These are just like some of his movie collection things.
Okay, yeah, we see that.
Marie and Steve don't like this doll, George.
I don't like him.
This
All
doll
right.
was made in memory of a man named
Hold on.
George McMahon.
Looks evil there. Not
How
there.
tall is George?
5'11".
B-roll.
Denby Mental Asylum, where me and Griff have visited once before.
Yeah, we did. We visited with.
Skip. B-roll.
Off from Denby.
Yep.
I believe. It's absolutely amazing.
I don't know what it was.
I want to see them investigate. Oh, they even have The Exorcist. I'm dead.
That knows me will know The Exorcist is one of the greatest films ever made, in my opinion. So to have a Reagan doll chilling in bed with who Griff says is Steve Merchant.
Bruce says this place is more like a haunted house I work at. No, for real though. Facts, Bruce. Facts. Bayou says people think this is real. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, brother. We'll get to that.
The exorcism.
It fully is Dave Merchant.
He's pretty cool. And look at that. On the belly, you got the famous "Help Me," which is quite cool because I've actually got the shirt on.
So why would a ghost haunt this place? I mean, granted, it's England, so this building could be above a crap ton of war sites. I mean, England's super old, extremely ancient. So there could be ghosts here before this turned into a haunted house. But why would a ghost reside in a building with a ton of haunted props like this?
Right now, The Exorcist with that very quote.
Shamster. Help me.
Okay, I get it.
That'd be. It says it should.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Brick.
Are we there? Are we there at the investigation? Good to see Pauline in here. Pauline says, wait, I thought this was a paranormal investigation. To be fair, it's only like 15 minutes in. So I guess they got to set it up a little bit, but...
It was featured in an exorcism
We got to give him a benefit of the doubt as of right now.
of a lady.
I haven't seen anything in this video yet, but they haven't started investigating yet. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Who was in her 50s. Is there anything still connected to this bed? Is there an evil spirit that possessed that lady or them years ago? Are you still here?
Okay, so far it's looking promising because they're not using anything but their IR light cameras. So that's good. Now let's hope they chase after whatever noises pop out. All right. Out the window.
Empty.
Is that ghost tube? They're using ghost tube? It's over. It's over. I take that back. I take that back. They're using ghost tube. Conducting a paranormal investigation with a phone app. Wow. Okay.
What's empty?
Y'all are talking to Amy's Crips word bank. You got your cameras on the phone. But I want to say this. I'm going to be honest here. I'm going to be completely transparent. Why do debunkers like these guys if they're using phone apps? Granted, with phone apps, you can be misguided with them. You can have you can be not using the internet and not know about phone apps. And if you're first starting off as a ghost hunter and you're using phone apps, not really knowing that people have called out phone apps on the internet, then yes, I guess you're technically not really fake because you're just testing them out and seeing if they work or not. But these people, they are, like I said earlier, they're heavily involved in the debunking community. So they know better to not use phone apps. Am I correct? They're surrounded by a community that does not like phone apps and explained why phone apps don't work. And yet we are seeing them use a phone app while they're conducting their investigation. They know better. They know better. To me, that screams fake. It's one thing if it's someone who isn't exposed to paranormal content on YouTube or anywhere on the internet, and they use a phone app to ghost hunt because they don't know any better yet, because they're just first starting out and they're testing out phones to see if they're real or not. That's different. Being misguided is different. But these guys are already exposed to so many big debunking channels calling out fake apps. And yet they're using it. Okay.
Is the room empty?
You guys know better.
It's the cave system with the pet cemetery and the grave that was found that was already in this building. The grave was in here, and it'd been covered up for 40 plus years or something like that. I've got an app on my phone, just going to use it because...
Why? Because why?
Obviously, I'm trying to check out these phones to see whether they do have some kind of way of you talking to them.
Bro, you said you were established in 2017? We're using a phone app to investigate in the year 2026. We're using a phone app in 2026. When everyone and their mothers debunked the phone app. Let's see. Wendy, what's going on, Wendy? Haven't seen you in forever, my friend. This is just a promotion video for the museum. That's it. Fair. That's a good take. I personally don't think so. I disagree, Wendy. I disagree on that, but let's see. Pauline says, I think they're real. Sees the app. Never mind. No facts. Because as soon as they use a phone app, as soon as a ghost hunter uses a phone app and they know they've been exposed to paranormal YouTube where a lot of people have exposed phone apps and yet the ghost hunter is still using it, they're faking it. That's my opinion. Bayou says, LMAO, the word bank, and they're all serious. No, for real. That means that they're not taking their job seriously. John says, these guys in their debunking community are 100% train set collectors. Dude, honestly, we can't bash train set collectors. I would love to have a train set. I would love to build myself a train set. That would be so badass. Bayou says, oh God, yeah. I want to say this. But I have to be I have to think before I say things. I have observed the debunking community for quite a while. And I respect the debunking community because if it wasn't for the debunking community, so many freaking fake ghost hunters would be out there still faking. The debunking community kind of keeps the fake paranormal in check sometimes, which is good. And we need debunkers to show to new people that this is how you should do things properly. But what I don't like is blind loyalty. I've seen, okay, so say a big channel has a biased opinion. They like their friends that are ghost hunters and they shout them out. And they share with the audience, hey, you can join into my friend's ghost hunting channel because they do it and they're real because I'm friends with them. But like, I don't know, for me personally, if I had to cut ties with people, I had to cut ties with friends that were ghost hunters because they started faking. because they started using phone apps and they knew better. I wouldn't promote, in my opinion, I would not promote a ghost hunting channel if they're going against everything that you say. Not everything. So what I'm trying to say is that a lot of the debunking community really thinks the big channels, I'm not saying all of them, not saying all of the debunking community, I'm just saying some of them. A lot of them follow blindly to the big channels way too much. So they believe in these types of investigators. So when they use phone apps, when the Ouija brothers do phone apps, they're okay. But when someone else does phone apps, they're fake. But because these guys are friends with the big debunkers, they get a pass because of the big debunker's biased opinion? That's what I'm trying to say. That's blind loyalty to me. Freestyle says, I think they get desperate because real ghost hunting rarely gets real activity. Then I would say, publish the video of you not getting anything. So you're right, Freestyle, for sure. Welcome in, Cree. How you doing? It's good to see you here, my friend. How is your husband? To call a team fake because you don't like apps or whatever is wrong. People use these things for their own reason and don't always think that they're talking to spirits. I can't stand the Ouija brothers. Fair enough. But using an app is not wry. No, fair. Good take. Fawn says, okay, no one, everyone, I got to head off and do some cleaning and we'll rewatch this after I'm done. Okay, Fawn, you take care out there, my friend. Good to see you. John says, I'll make up for my bad investigation skills with a fancy mustache. He does have a really good mustache. Cree says, I don't give a crap what someone uses. I discount what I don't like, but unless you catch them actually faking, it isn't them being fake. I believe the Ouija brothers has faked things a few times. Fair. I have not seen much of their videos, but already, now that they are using phone apps and they're surrounded by people, a whole community that despises phone apps, they should know better. They know that they're... Come on. And this is what I was saying earlier about myself, is that I did not realize I get super passionate and I come across kind of snippy and I guess like, I don't know. But for me, I'm just super passionate about the paranormal. And when I see people doing things in the wrong way, it gets me kind of mad. And I don't get mad at all. So seeing myself like this, it's very strange. And to see it, and that's what I feel like with YouTube. I don't know, it's really weird. I did not realize I could get this way until I was on YouTube debunking, to be honest. I feel like that's a flaw of mine that I need to get better at. Cree Storm says, GhostTube clearly states it is for entertainment only, but some use it to help them keep talking. Yep. Polly says they use apps as fillers because it can be long investigations. Yeah, but Polly, the thing is that I feel like to be real, you should just use, if you know that the phone app isn't really actually doing anything, then just go without anything. Just use the camera and EVP recorder. This is in their own words, by the way, not mine. Yeah, fair enough, Polly. And Polly, thank you for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate you. Nah, fair enough. Yeah, I totally... So... I feel like that's a bad take by them because they could easily use an EVP recorder in replacement of a phone app. But investigations, of course, are going to be boring. But I would still, if you're not getting anything in a paranormal investigation and you want to be a real investigator, just upload it. You can cut it up and edit it, whatever. But if you're not getting anything, still release it. John says, this guy looks like Brock Lesnar if he injected himself with oh my God, don't be mean, don't be mean. Cree says, I've watched teams use apps and say we don't believe. Oh wait, I've watched teams use apps and say we do not believe we're speaking to spirits. Okay. Now, fair enough. If people are testing phone apps and they're doubting them and they're using them, then, I mean, if they're doubting them and they're just testing, they're experimenting, that's fine. That's fine. But make sure you visibly say that you're experimenting with them. Ash says, it's not a ghost hunting. Sorry, I can't speak English anymore. Goddamn. It's not a ghost using the app. Yep. Cree says, Beto flat out said he didn't know he would be biased when it comes to the Ouija brothers and said, but I discovered I am. Freestyle says, yes, phone apps can fill blank space in an investigation, which can have big chunks of time with nothing happening. Yep, I feel like at that point, don't use phone apps at all and just go in with just your ears and your senses, your eyes, your ears, and your senses. Instead of using a app made by a fake ghost hunter, Amy's Crypt. John says, ghosts from ancient England, aka tech geniuses of our time. Cree says, you don't need to know why they're using the app or how they're using it. Let's see. Freestyle says, John, yeah. Polly says, I'm definitely not a blind follower. I'm not saying you are, Polly. Like I said, I'm not saying that everyone is. I'm saying I've observed that some people are. I do believe that the debunking community is what we need in the paranormal field, for sure. Polly says, I'm definitely not a blind follower. I don't have time to watch all of them. No, fair enough. Yeah, there's a lot of people. For sure, Polly. You're right. I mean, you're busy. You're a busy woman. Cree says, paranormal. Oops, my bad. I have a lot to catch up on. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting there. I have to make sure I read every single one, every single comment. Cree says, Paranormal Quest will sometimes use an app, but they said flat out, we're not talking to spirits. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Happy birthday, my friend. Or almost your birthday, so happy almost birthday. Let's see. Sky, thank you for the gift of membership. I appreciate that, sister. Good to see you. Cree says, but no, what's wrong to you? Some don't think it's right to go to cemeteries. People investigate their own way. Yeah, that's fine. But like I said, it is my opinion. It is just my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. I guess we all have one. John says, use the phone apps, but it makes no sense. John says, it's like bleeding yourself with leeches and saying you're getting rid of the bad blood. Green Fairy, Crest Guy says. Polly says, I also said they don't claim the apps speak to ghosts. And then I feel like I get they're using that as filler, but I mean, as an investigator, at least use an EVP recorder. If not, then just go in just with your cameras and that's it. Phone apps, to me, if you're using a phone app, that means that you're not taking your job seriously as a ghost hunter. John says, imagine if I could get millions of views if someone made a phone app that said, hey bro, there's a ghost here. Facts. John says, phone app ghost evidence is a trust me bro meme in live action. Wendy says, I don't like to use anything that would allow me to find other explanations for. Yeah. Good day, Sky. Ash says, I think there is comparing apples to oranges. In my opinion, it's not the same thing. Okay, Bayou says someone called me. Someone's an asshole. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you, Bayou, for joining in, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. All right.
Or through them, I should say. They do have some kind of way of you talking to them. Or through them, I should say.
The legend.
They do have some kind of way of you talking to them. Or through them, I should say. Now,
Tunnel.
see what I mean? I'm in a tunnel. It's a tunnel.
Yes, that's because a phone can. I don't know how it goes to work, so I cannot say shit. But a phone does listen to you and freaking, I mean, can access your shit. So
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if Amy made it to where everything correlated well with where you're at exactly in a location.
So there are all skulls on the wall as well.
That's
There's
cool.
a lot of stuff that could be tied to spirits here. And that being the case, I'm calling any spirits that can hear me. I'm calling anybody that can hear me.
Let's go.
It was very weird. It's like I said I had to lower it because of the height of the ceiling. I'm calling anyone that can hear me, and I heard a, ooh. I'm calling anybody that
All right, so at that point, you have to detect where exactly it's coming from and look for it.
can hear me.
Is there anything still connected to this bed?
I'm calling anybody that can hear me.
When we were here, well, when we was at the other museum, we captured something that sounded like loud banging, following us around the building. If that was a spirit that night, are you here now? Is this your new home? Fucking hell.
Yeah, just like this.
Just Steve Merchant behind me. Just scared the crap out of me.
Why do I hear people? I hear talking.
Could you make...
You hear that? If you guys have headphones, do you hear that? I'm gonna do it a couple times. 3, 2, 1. I think it sounds like the phone app, but yeah, that sounds like the phone app from upstairs.
Could you make a sound for me within this room?
What's up, U.S.
Showing
Army?
You are here and you can hear me.
What's up, bro?
To find out if there's anything that's in this museum that
Hey,
links
Lisa.
some items in the museum. Or maybe you're attached to the items in the museum.
Hey, Blue Sky, what's up?
If that is the case and there is a specific item that you like, could you go and knock the cabinet that you like? That was loud.
Okay, find out exactly where it is.
That was loud.
Why do I have a feeling that they're not alone here? What do I have a feeling that it's not just them.
That was loud.
Could you tell me if the devil is real.
Okay.
If there's any truth to people being able to get possessed, but if there's something demonic in this world.
Ash says, any app is going to be programmed. Exactly. We don't know what Amy inputted into that device. It doesn't matter the app. It's literally, it doesn't matter the app. It's literally a program of ones and zeros. That's how programs work. So it won't be able to give you energy responses like that. That's all. It's all based on what Amy put in, right? If I remember right, Amy's crypt actually captured a ghost, right? In that prison bayou. Do you remember that? Amy's crypt actually captured a ghost.
Then surely this is the room to be in. I mean, look how it's themed. You've got anti-crosses all over the place. I did just hear a knock. Look how it's themed. You've got anti-crosses all over the place.
That could be the floor. I've been to many abandoned buildings, and even if I'm standing still, there's knocks. But what I do is, if I do hear a knock, then I would put explainable knock in text to make sure that there's no, because I'm not going to put unexplainable knock. I'll put explainable.
Did just hear a knock. Look how it's
Probably not a ghost.
themed. You've got anti-crosses all over the place.
That could be because you're moving around a little bit if your leg's there.
I did just hear a knock.
It's an old building.
We are currently underground.
Okay, there you go. The knock was caused by Steve's torch hitting the bed frame. There you go. But wouldn't he... What's up, Major Truth? What's going on?
We are currently underground.
At least they explained it. I'll give them credit. At least they explained it. That's good.
Sandstone. Been carved out into a cave or a tunnel, as you said on the app. Could you repeat that word to solidate it?
Damn, that stabilization's so good on that Sony camera.
The fact that you said it.
Devil.
For fuck's sake. We fucked there, guys. It said devil. You are an
Ooh.
entertaining character, Lucifer.
And they're talking to the app like it was actually a ghost, though. They're using the app heavily. Why are they so dependent on the app?
You are an entertaining character.
To me, okay. In my opinion, I feel like this. If we look at fake ghost hunters on YouTube, right? You know, the overhyped ones that say, obviously, like, dude, oh my God, there's something there. Like, you know, when they're like super exaggerated. Take the exaggeration away from those fake ghost hunters, and you got these guys. They're still fake, in my opinion. But they're just not all super hyped up like the rest of them.
Character, Lucifer. But if I'm
Like, how about like an EVP recorder? EVP recorders are great. We can actually see, or I mean hear, what gets picked up on real time. As long as you don't have any cuts throughout that whole session. You guys have been investigating for like almost 10 years and you're not using an EVP recorder? You're using a phone app? We're using a phone app. I still can't believe it.
I remember correctly, you were once an angel.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
We've got some right words coming out here, guys.
Oh yeah, we got some good words, yeah. Thanks, Amy. The fuck?
I'm not even joking. So,
Let me have a look at these.
So if these guys are using a phone app for filler, then why are they going along with the phone app? I think that was just an excuse. Sky says, I'm the only family in other buried at ATM. It's the agony of waiting. Let's see. My eldest son is going. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sky. Oh, you poor thing. I'm so sorry, hon. I'm so sorry, Sky. That's awful. God bless you and your family. Moment of silence. I'm so sorry, hon. Nobody should go through that. You don't deserve that. Lisa says they'll say they heard something, but yeah, they don't say it's a ghost. That caused the noise. John says, oh no, generic devil with a shitty AI voice. $5.99 a month. Lisa and Sky, I'm glad you both are here. Thank you for being here. Ash says, if you need to use the app that much, it's fake and you want to an entertaining video. Yeah. John says, if these guys weren't dry British guys, they'd be doing that, Noah. Sky says, I'm the only family and I'm early benefit. Oh. I'm so sorry, hon. Please text me. Sky, please. Or call me. Okay, Sky, please call me after we're done. I'm here to listen, my friend. John says, phone apps, favorite words, devil, get out, help me, possess, demon, murder, blessed, holy, death. I know, right? Let's see. Cree says, teams will tell you they do this for other reasons, not just filler. They're trying to have conversations, so even if they don't think they're talking to ghosts, they are talking. Fair enough. Cree says, some people are not good at just random speaking, so they can help. Yeah, but I feel like the phone is just not a good look, in my opinion. But I understand. I understand where we're coming from on that, Cree. John says, I'll cheer you up, Sky, by just not being psychopath. I am. Let's see. Yeah, hugs and kisses to Sky. Another moment of silence. Another moment of silence. Sky is family. Okay. We're caught up in chat. Let's do this.
Blessed.
What do you think, gentlemen? What do you think? You got the word blessed. What do you think?
Blessed. It's pretty good.
Yeah. No, you did. You guys did well. Good job. Good job. You caught evidence. You caught evidence, gentlemen. Good job.
Stephen.
Look at bro. Bro knows. Bro knows. Bro knows. You know, buddy. You know. You're talking to nothing.
It's the first time my name has ever come up.
Well, Steven's a pretty common name. Evidence of being fake. I know, right?
Now it's coming through. Be blessed. Okay, Spirit. Are you
The app rolled blessed twice.
telling me that this room, this bed,
They should win the lottery. They should go to see if they can do the lottery real quick.
this place it's been blessed? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm dead. He's literally talking to a phone.
Because judging by from what I'm seeing, like the information in front of me, the artifacts, they are blessing tools. I'm sure the bed got blessed as well. Blessings was done to drive out the evil spirit.
Look at bro's body language.
I'm sure the bed got blessed as well. Blessings was done to drive out the evil spirit.
Bro was not confident in that. Bro was not confident in that.
Blessings was done to drive out the evil spirit.
Bro said that before he thought about it.
And you're coming through saying blessed. You even said my name, Steve, and the first time ever that's ever come through on the Ghost Tube.
Wait, was that again?
You're coming through saying blessed. You even said my name, Steve, and the first time ever that's ever come
Okay.
through on the Ghost Tube. Do you have the power
That acting.
to give me a sign of paranormal activity?
Come on, push him! Push him! Push him, ghost!
I know people like the words.
Come
of the
on!
Ghost Tube.
Who? Who likes the words in the ghost tube? As far as I can tell, it's just you and Amy who does.
I know people like the words of the Ghost Tube.
An EVP recorder would be better, brother. Please. You're killing me.
Or is there a way we could have some kind of activity on camera?
No, this is the definition of trust me, bro. No facts. What's up, Lynn? I'm doing well today. Doing well. Ate a really good breakfast. 6 eggs. Went to the gym. Now I'm here. And I gotta work at the restaurant tonight. And then that's basically it. Then I'm gonna do some freaking writing and that's my day. How about you, Len? Hopefully your day's doing well. Good to see you here. Let's see. Cree says, Noah, have you anything to say about what they are doing and not the app? What they are doing I think I need you to clarify a little bit, Kree. If you're talking about how, like, say, for example, if they hear a noise, then I want them to actually go towards that noise. Okay, no worries, Bayou. Let's see here. Wendy says Slimmer is fucking with them. Ash says don't take their investigation seriously, to be honest. They aren't doing shit except talking to the app. Oh, scroll up. Okay. I personally pay attention to the team's actions, not the equipment. Okay, fair. Do they try and debunk or claim ghosts? Do they run to the sound? What do they not? What do they do? Not. What do they use? Well, to me, I've only seen one time that they debunked it, and that was their torch hitting the bed frame. But the guy with the mustache, Griff, for example, when he was down in the basement, when he heard those noises, he didn't run towards it. And during post and editing, they just put question marks and that's it. Which is fine to do if you're putting question marks like that, but at least say like this is explainable. Or even better, have the audience help out with what the noises could be. To me, they're kind of hinting like, oh, they're kind of putting it up in the air. Trying to make the audience decide whether or not it's a ghost. I feel like they don't want to be party poopers when it comes to the paranormal. Exactly. I mean, I'll give them credit, though. They debunked one thing so far, and we're only 23 minutes in. So I'm still going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But I already have my opinion on them. Let's see here. Lynn says, I hurt my arm the other day. My elbow is very sore. It's swollen. Going to the doctor's Thursday. Really hope... Oh, Lynn, holy crap. Jesus. Which arm is it? Is it right arm or left? I'm sorry, hun. Text me later, okay? Let me know. I really hope it heals quick. Hopefully you have a good, healthy, quick recovery, Lynn. You poor thing. Left arm, okay. I'm sorry, Lynn. How'd that happen? Cree says exactly. They don't debunk or look that to me is telling. Cree says what I think these guys do is quite smart. They make it look like the other is there, but they aren't. So they can make the sound this way. It doesn't show an add in after the fact. Yeah. Hold on one second, guys. I'm reading. Sky says, Griff just puts me right off. And what the F is up with calling out Spirit? Spirit, make a sound. Spirit, pull down your pants. How rude are they? Sky says, you can't say nothing against these two wee brothers in certain chats. They have fans who believe in them. Yeah. I guess that's how it is with all these paranormal channels, or even in general of YouTube channels. A lot of people will stick up for a lot of fans will stick up for their people. Hey Mark, what's going on? John says they use an app made by nerds sold at $6.99 a month to get idiots. I'm a nerd. At $6.99 a month to get idiots to believe in a random audio word bank that creates suspense by taking slow. Amy's Crypts app is free still, right? I haven't checked in quite a while. It's free, I believe, still, right?
Week.
Weak.
I'm dead. This is... And y'all just filming the freaking phone.
Some good words coming up on this.
Because it's a word bank, silly goose.
Are you telling me that you're weak?
You're talking to your phone. Can we talk to ghosts?
Do you not have the
Turn that phone off and talk to the air.
energy to perform some kind of paranormal activity?
Pauline says, is this place blessed? Oh, I don't know. Maybe ask the 15 upside down crosses.
At this moment?
Yeah, this place is blessed, all right.
That's perfectly fine.
Proof right there.
We know that it must take a lot of energy to do something like that.
God damn.
The thing is whether you believe in spirits of God, the devil, you have to believe in one or the other. Well, one, you can't believe in one without the other. There's always evil amongst good. So there's always...
Freestyle says, I'm a nerd and I'm proud of it. Me too. I'm a big freaking nerd. Nerds rule.
the devil amongst God. Now...
Yeah, watch Dragon Ball Z. I respect that.
I-
I respect that, John. Watch Dragon Ball Z. Hell yeah.
You know, even though I'm not a religious man anymore, and when I was religious, you know, you wouldn't want anything to do with the devil. If someone said the devil, we're getting out of here now because the devil's in this room. And it is a serious remark, even though a phone said it. If the devil is in this building with us now, it's truly evil, and it's willing to just change your mindset, change the way that you think, then you need to not be in here. So it's kind of like you have to be strong-willed, strong-minded, and push those negatives away. Because it's not so much, sometimes you just hearing the name the devil can be
I'm dead.
a point where you gotta go. But if the devil is in this room,
So we paid for a location just to talk to a phone when we can easily do that in our own house.
is in these areas with us,
My freaking
I
shoulder
understand
hurts.
we can't have good without evil, but I am asking you, the powerful one, do something that proves to me that you're here.
Dude, their accents are just so good. I love their accents.
Do something outlandish.
Called it devil.
Okay, well, that was pretty interesting. Griff getting devil possessed.
Ooh.
Talking about possessions and everything. Jesus Christ. I don't know if that is something I can get used to, walking up with a girl spread out like that. That's new for me. We're going to switch positions. Griff's going to come up here.
I don't get how some debunkers support this. I really don't. I mean, I get it. They're friends with these investigators, but like they know better to not use phone apps, and yet they're using them. Just to touch up on a little bit earlier about this. Like, I've had friends who were ghost hunters and then they started faking. I had to cut them off because I don't want to be guilty by association. I don't want to associate with people who know that they're lying because I don't like liars. I wouldn't promote their work to my audience when what they do is everything that I go up against. You know what I mean? I don't know. Not trying to be mean or anything. I just don't get why. It's just an observation. I don't understand why debunkers support these guys. I really don't. They're just like the rest of the fakery out there, but just less exaggerated. And I want to clarify this. I truly do believe that debunkers are healthy. We need them to keep the paranormal in check. But goddamn, why are we supporting this?
Let's see if anything happens here. Griff did say he heard a shuffle, and he kept hearing, well, the ghost tube kept saying devil, devil. So we'll see if we can get anything over here. So I'm just going to go into this little section.
That's cool.
Now, well, as I said earlier, these two artifacts are meant to be the most haunted. Well, something's connected to them. That's very powerful. The spirit that...
Look, I hear people. You guys hear that? They're not alone. Listen.
To them. That's very powerful.
You guys hear that? Hold on 1 second. I want you guys to listen to this real quick, okay? You and I together. 3. You can hear people on the other side of the wall. They're not alone. 3, 2, 1.
Well, something's connected to them. That's very powerful. The spirits that are connected to these skulls. Could you give me a sign?
No, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. That could be just his friend.
If possible.
So I take that back. Unless I hear multiple people at the same time, then that's a different story. But it could be just his other investigator. What, Steven? It could be Steven. So I'll take that back.
I'm just going to step back a bit. Well, actually, I'm just going to move outside the crypt.
Let's see. Sky says, you know who else is all bigged up in UK who I despise? Ghosts on Trent. Those two are a bit like them and believed in too. Interesting. Okay. I've heard of Ghosts on Trent, but I never watched them yet. Check them out. I have to check them out. Ash says, wait, is this the guy who kicked Seg out of his house? That I was so weird and could not tell if it was fake or not? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea about that. I'm going to assume, I feel like it would be a joke, definitely. I got a feeling it was probably just a joke. Mark says, it's hypocrisy. Certain debunkers tear into other channels for doing the exact same things as the Ouija Brothers and Ghost on Trent, but state these are legit and how it should be done. Yeah, no, agree. I agree. It's completely contradicting. And I've seen some of their audience of the big debunkers just, it's complete blind loyalty. I don't know. I just don't get it. So it's okay if they are doing it, but other investigators are bad for doing it. I don't know. It's just an observation. Cree says, not all debunkers do support the Ouija Brothers. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm saying not everyone. That's what I said earlier, I'm pretty sure. Is that not everyone? I'm not saying every debunker is supporting them. It's just, I do want to clarify that. The side-eye guy has called them out more than once. I did not know that, and really took a lot of shit for it even got threatened. Really? Damn. And just to clarify again, I'm not saying all the debunking audience is like that. I'm not. I'm seeing observations on it. I'm seeing people are believing everything that they say is for gospel. Pauline says, Ghost Adventures, you know, we haven't gotten a lot of evidence. What should we do? Just fake this crap. Simple. This is the best idea we've ever had in years. Yeah. You know it, Pauline. You know it. I'm so glad Cree is here. Pauline says, Noah, do you believe in Dybbuk boxes? I only believe there's one out there. And unfortunately, Zach Bagans has it in his museum. Everything else in his museum is fake, but he has that real Dybbuk box. Every other Dybbuk box is complete bullshit. And Zach Bagans can kiss my ass. Sky says, Cree, just what I was referring to. Seg and his curtains. Oh, he has curtain background. I forgot about that. That's funny. Sky says, Noah, have you seen your plushie Sheila made? No, I have not. I would love to see it, Sky. Thank you. Puck Paranormal says, we said exactly what you're saying and got shot down for it. Really? I'm sorry about that, brother. Damn. Well, I guess now it's my turn. But that's all right. Let's see. Cree says, the Ouija brothers have learned how to fake because they learned what not to do. Being friends with Beardo, yeah. I mean, just to clarify, I like Beardo, I like Seg, I like Angry Cajun TV, I like everyone. I like everyone. I just don't agree with the Ouija brothers being real. Oh, the big spirit? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, Pauline. Mark says, I have no issue with the Ouija brothers or Ghost on Trent, but they're exactly the same as GCP and Ghost Theory and most of the other YouTubers. I just don't like the hypocrisy. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Sky. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. 10 still in chat. Thank you, 10. Thank you, Ash, for sticking around. I appreciate that, my friends. All right, let's keep going.
Just move outside the crypt. And if they can give me a sign, that'd be incredible.
Big Steve Merchant. Big fan. Glad you're here, son. I mean, you think ghosts are real anyway. So, I was talking to you about this. And I don't know why you're performing an exorcism, kid. Anyway. There she is. First time me seeing her. In the dark. So.
All right.
There's a lot of devil talk downstairs. And I mean, when you've watched the films, and well, the film, I say, and you see her sitting here like this, it's proper evil.
Hell.
Flipping hell. I don't know what's going on with this app today. Seems to be very demonic.
Oh my God. That's a joke, right? That has to be a joke. That's a joke.
What's the relevance to the number 25?
Nothing. There is no relevance. It's all random.
Is that how many spirits are inside the building that haunt this location? Is that your age? Let us know.
Keep hearing that noise. Should go check it out.
I hope the cameras pick that up.
Seems like it keeps happening in the basement.
That come from up above.
And it's consistent. So is it really a ghost?
Now I can check back on Griff's camera to see if it was him. But right above me, that was like a... He was like a loud rumble.
Yeah, that happened earlier. In the basement. That's not a good sign. That's a ghost, gentlemen. That's not a good sign. That's a ghost.
Yeah, I'm in Nottingham though. If you ever want to come to this museum is open. And
Thank you, Sky. You did not have to do that, sis. Thank you. Thank you, hun. Don't worry about me, hun. Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself, please. Take care of your family. What's up, YouTube mom? What's going on? We got Night Girl in chat. Night Girl is my YouTube mom. I missed you. What's going on? Buyer says no. He's just going to stand there with a dumb... Yeah. Like, why are we standing there? Are we supposed to be investigating?
I will tell you something that'll get me out. If you throw something off one of the cabinets, knock one of the crosses off, that'll make me think. It's just horrible looking at her face. Ooh.
If anyone can hear me,
Oh my god, what's going on?
that just happened again. That was even louder.
What? I didn't hear nothing. Yeah, okay, so that happened 3 times then. So is it really a ghost? That noise happened consistently 3 times. Is that still the basement? I can't tell. It looks like it's still the basement. Could it possibly be some environmental interference? No. It has to be a ghost, right, gentlemen? Also, I want to know, where is this museum? So it's Nottingham, right? Nottingham, England, haunted museum. Is it in Main Road? Yeah, that's in Main Road. Look at that. It's on a main road. We're in the United Kingdom, the oldest freaking, not the oldest, but I mean, it's pretty, very, very old country, but next to a main road with an old ass building that could make way too much noise. It's an old ass building in England next to a main road. It could easily be environmental interference. Let me see this. Can we get... Nottingham. Where's the center of this? Where's the center of this city, town, whatever? To Nottingham Center. I want to see the center of the city. Is that the center right here? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong on this? Where's the center of this city? If this museum is right in the middle of the center of the city, it could be absolutely anything from outside. Just a city in general. It could be anything from outside. But if you're in the center, you're in a busy part of a freaking city, my friend. Is this the center? Yeah, city center. Yeah, the city center's right here. A 5-minute walk. You're in a setting where there's just endless interference coming from the outside in a very old building. God help me. God help me. That could be absolutely anything, gentlemen.
That was very loud.
That could be a freaking car going by, if a truck. A truck going by.
Lives on the top floor. Could you walk towards me? There's a shadow figure. Whatever you can.
Let's see. Ash has probably even had to turn into a demon too. And possessed like all the dolls. Let's see. John says back in the 80s, these guts wouldn't made videos about Elvis being seen in the screen door. Night Girl says, dang it, Noah, I need some hair tips from you. Help a woman with that beautiful hair. Seriously. I'm not gonna lie, it's just coconut oil. And if so, why did no one step forward and say it was a joke? Nothing came of it because the debunker stopped it fast. Wait, hold on, let me read that again. We knew the time of that they would not go there to play prank on them. And if so, why did no one step forward and say it was a joke? Oh, we're talking about earlier. Okay, we're talking about earlier. With Seg, right? Let's see here. Thunderstorm is coming tonight, Fawn says. I'm jealous. I would love a thunderstorm right now. Mark says, Nottingham isn't too far from me, and it's a very busy city of 2 major football teams. Really? So they're investigating smack dead in the middle of a goddamn city, right in the center. With endless interference. Yeah, sorry, Cree. I keep reading your stuff out of context because I keep missing your chats. I'm sorry, hon. Let's see. So it was probably a joke someone played on them. It was through the intercom that used batteries. 8 hours was a bad location. I was at a live Mr. Craig was doing, and someone brought up the Ricci Brothers I Love You video, proving it was from an ad. In sight, a debunker came in. Why are we still going on about it's old news? Really? Interesting, Cree. Okay. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Oh, okay. 1 second. One second. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Sky says, I could always tell grown-ups were lying and wearing masks. Boy, cop-out said, no, it isn't. When a teacher got stuff wrong, which was a lot. Let's see. Pauline says, Noah, do you think that poltergeists are demons? I think, I don't know. I don't think poltergeists are real necessarily. I believe 99% of poltergeists is just a person saying that they have a poltergeist. You know what I mean? It's just proven that it's just like, not proven. I'm not saying it's proven, but I believe it's poltergeist is just a crazy person. 1%, I feel like 1% of poltergeists are real. And I believe that those are ghosts that like mess with like Bibles. You know what I mean? So that's my take on poltergeists. I believe poltergeists, only 1% of them are real, and there are ghosts that mess with religious crap. 99% is just crazy people. What's your opinion, Pauline? I want your opinion. What do you think about poltergeists, Pauline? Let me know. Pauline says, the Ouija Brothers building settling is making that sound? Nah, it's a demon named Jeff. He's chill. I love it. It must be all the fake in the air.
Please use all the energy that's around you and walk towards me so we can show the world that you're real.
The hard thing about being in these rooms is, guys, that it's difficult to get loads of shots and that of the things because we're in such a compact room. But the bonus of being in a compact room is that if we hear something within the room, it's gonna be good. So, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. It's proper surreal just seeing her there though, because it's a really good replica.
Yeah, interference. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ambulance going by.
It's obviously an ambulance.
Sky says, poltergeists are the only paranormal entity I do believe in. Oh, fair enough. But 100% believe they're not related to any human religions. Fair. I've caught awesome footage, but zero answers to what the hell plays the physics. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome, Sky. I would love to see footage of something throwing an object. Do you still have it? Freestyle says, I have poltergeists in my house, I think. Thunderstorms seem to increase activity. Fair. I mean, I do believe that water does enhance the paranormal, for sure. But like I said, that's in my opinion. I believe that poltergeists are just not real. I believe only like 1% of them are. Or even less than 1%. Nancy says, it's 77 degrees here in Connecticut. Yep. Then we go to in the 30s next week. Don't remind me, Nancy. Don't remind me. New England weather, gotta love it. I know, right? No, tell me about it. Nancy, I live close to you, my friend. I live pretty close to you. Cree says, see, Noah, do you see how high that video of Griff is?
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Have you got anything to say about that?
Say something!
The power of Christ compels you. How good would it be if she just looked straight at the camera and went, fuck off?
I'm going to go upstairs. This camera is going to be rolling, recording and filming. Hopefully it'll capture something. It's facing the Dybbuk box. And
the Dybbuk
we're
box.
gonna finish the investigation up together. A vigil upstairs in the doll room.
Alright, up to the doll room.
But literally all I'm asking for to have a conversation is this.
Yeah.
That's it. And do you know how easy that is?
Well, for us.
Yeah, but it's like just a noise, like just this.
Yeah.
Or
Be great, wouldn't it?
but that's just all I'm asking for. If I could get that, then I could say, make that noise when I get to the letter of your name.
Yeah.
And we could be here for hours having a proper conversation.
It'd be amazing.
And that's all I'm asking for, guys. I ain't asking for a lot, you know.
But the ghost tube's been pretty good though tonight.
Amazing. So they've had an update or something.
Yeah, I must have an update, gentlemen. Did you guys update the app? Say that again for me.
I'm asking for, guys. I ain't asking for a lot, you know.
But the ghost tube's been pretty good though tonight.
Amazing. So they've had an update or something.
Y'all paid for a location just to talk to a phone. That's crazy work. I can talk to a phone in my own room for free.
Because I've never heard
Crazy
of
work.
that he said today.
Well, it said my name.
I know.
It said my name, Stephen.
Oh yeah, shout out to Bayou. He's new live stream tonight for Bayou. Let's definitely check his live stream out, please. He's not as bad as people say he is. He is an asshole. He is a big asshole, but he's nice to you if you're nice to him.
So, I mean, we
Blessed.
Check him out.
Wall in the exorcism room. Blessed.
So we've had a few words
And subscribe.
that's come through the app on both of us, and this is both of us. Like, Marv had my app running, Steve's had his app running, and literally both of us have had words that have atoned to the place we were at the time. So, you know, it's kind of weird, but yeah, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt still.
Oh, always, yeah, definitely.
So, which is annoying.
But now
We're just in the doll room.
gonna finish up, wrap up in the doll room.
I mean, I feel like this doll room.
This ain't the room for you.
This doll
Have you
room
grown a
won't
few
make
inches because you weren't touching them earlier?
I know, that's what I mean.
So we do have 2 locked off cameras. Griff's got his upstairs in Reagan's room,
Okay.
and
No, that's
mine.
yours. Bible. There's one in here.
It's crazy.
Is that me or you?
Yeah, it is crazy that you guys are using phone apps.
That was me. 100%.
Yeah, it was one.
Both of us have been having like religious words.
Must have been an update or something. Right, gentlemen?
And you've had the worst one. He's at the devil side. The
That's
Must have
what
been an
you've had
update.
Bible,
blessed, blessing,
blessings, and
And
I've
then
had
weak.
devil, hell.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Amy's crypt.
Is that what I am, or is that
you,
what they class me as?
you can keep them ones. I'll have the nice ones. But it did come through same week quite a few times. So maybe it's just too weak to do anything at the moment.
Well, maybe.
Maybe it's just building.
It's just a fucking app.
Yeah, it could be. Reading too much into it. There you got to that. This is all we got to work off.
Well,
Work
now
a
this
week.
is what I said. All I want is like a little,
Yeah.
just a tap.
Well, let's see if
Yeah, bro gets very hungry after a live. All the ads of sandwiches and stuff. I watched your live stream the other day in post by you. I couldn't watch it in real time, but I watched it after. I love the live stream, my friend. It was great. Subscribe to
well,
Bayou.
now Mexico is a pretty religious country.
Subscribe to
Like, a lot
Angry
more
Cajun.
serious than England. I know that.
Let's see.
Just looking straight down the stairs.
It is. I'll tell you one thing about it.
Wendy says, I had 2 poltergeist activities and both were days after direct relatives passed away. Well, I believe that's not poltergeist activity. I believe that's just your family trying to contact you. If it was right after your relatives passed, and was it 2 relatives that passed away, Wendy? I don't believe that was poltergeist activity, in my opinion. I believe it could just be your family checking in on you. Let's see. Cree says, I will always say the Ouija brothers know what not to do because their best friend is Beardo. So they know don't add sounds later. Don't have cuts right before something happens. They know better. That's what I was saying earlier. Exactly. That's exactly what I was trying to say earlier. Is that they know better. They're involved. They're heavily involved in the debunking community. They know that they're faking it. They know. And that's what makes it worse. They get a pass because they're nice to Beardo. Ash says, should have just gone to a cemetery for free. With exactly. We can go to a cemetery for free and have a higher chance of collecting evidence than paying for a location just to be there for 4 hours and get nothing. Or even like a public abandoned location. Like here in New England, there's tons of public abandoned locations. A lot of abandoned forts that had a lot of death in. So you can just walk into an abandoned fort that's public and you can capture ghosts for free. Because everything here in New England is like from the 1600s. Ash says, should have just gone to, cemetery in the app and save money and made the same bullshit video. I love you, Ash. John says, Bayou's a sweetheart deep down. Nancy says dolls don't bother me. Clowns creep me out for some reason. Yeah, the circus wasn't fun as a kid. Fair. I love clowns. You know what I always want to do? I've always wanted to dress up as a clown and be in a dark road and chase cars. That's what I always want to do. But I know it's such a bad idea because I'll get run over. I've always wanted to make a channel where I would dress up as like a killer clown and just like chase cars while they're passing by. Always want to do that. Wouldn't that be like such a good YouTube video? Like have a GoPro on me and shit? Have some cameras set up in like a cornfield or something? That would be badass. Ash says, yeah, crazy how fake it is. Crazy how fake it all is and how much you pay to make this. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. So I had my last straw with paying for a location in October of last year. It was the SK Pierce Mansion in Gardner, Massachusetts. It's northern center of Massachusetts, up in the state. And I bought it because my team was going there. And I'm like, you know what? I haven't seen my team in quite a while, so I'm just going to go join in on them and see what's cooking. I want to say this. It's crazy that I pay for a location for me to have rules. Let me explain. I paid for a location, that Gardner Mansion up in Massachusetts. I paid to investigate it. In this mansion, there is a room that people in the past, when they had the mansion open back in the day, back in like the 1800s, they would use a specific room for sexual assault. So while I was there doing the tour before we started investigating, I was like, well, this is a perfect time to provoke these ghosts, because if they sexually assaulted women inside this room, I can do as much as I want pissing these ghosts off. The perfect opportunity to piss off these ghosts. Because they're evil when they're alive, and they must be evil when they're dead. They're assholes. So I can piss them off and no one will care. Well, the owner of the mansion told me, you can't do that. But sir, I paid to be here to investigate. Why can't I provoke this ghost? He's an evil dude. He had a specific room to sexual assault women. I want to make fun of this ghost because this ghost is a piece of shit. And you're telling me I can't do that when I paid over $100 for it? You're telling me I cannot use an Ouija board? I mean, granted, I don't believe in Ouija boards, but I like to poke fun at them. So you're telling me I cannot use an Ouija board in a haunted location that I'm paying for, when I can just go to a cemetery or go to a abandoned location and piss off ghosts and do whatever I want as a ghost hunter for free? Make that make sense. That was my last damn straw of paying for locations. And at the very end of the investigation, I walked up to the tour guide. I'm like, do you actually believe in what you said? He said, nope. And I walked out of there. Fuck that. No, for real. I paid. I should be able to piss off the ghosts. That was the perfect opportunity to provoke them. And it being justifiable, too. Like, bruh. You got it, Bayou. You got it. Sky says, Pauline, I've had one since around age 8. Number 1 rule, no bragging. If I start chatting away about it, it goes away. Let's see. Oh, talking about the ghost guy? John says, I would crawl through broken glass to watch no one buy his live stream. I would love to do a collab with Bayou on live. That'd be sick. Just watch some fake ghost hunting videos together. Or even shoot the shit. Angrication says, I will, if y'all think I'm an asshole, wait till my next video next Wednesday. I can't wait. Definitely check out Angrication. Check his channel out. Ash says, yeah, a lot of the debunkers are like high school clique. I don't think it's like a high school. I believe it's a clique, but not. They're mature. Debunkers are mature. If they like you as a person, they won't call you out on your BS. But if they don't like you, they keep making videos calling out fakers. Yeah, fair. And again, just to clarify, I like everyone on. Besides fake paranormal channels, I like debunkers. I like Angrication TV. I like both of them. I don't agree with a lot of debunkers say at all, especially about Angrication TV. But it is what it is. I like everyone. Besides fakers and liars, basically. Cree says, the Ouija brothers rarely pay for a location. They usually go to an abandoned locations. Fair enough. That's good. That's good. Abandoned locations are where it's at. No, you're the best guy. You're the best. I love you so much. I feel much grounded. Thank you. I better do this housework for realtor inspection. 3 hours. Love you all. I shall prevail. I got some weed. Good. Good, Sky. Smoke up, dude. Smoke up. All right, love. I'll see you soon. I'm pretty sure you're gone already, but Sky, you take care, okay? Take care of yourself and your family. Some dino bites. Ooh, some chicken nuggets right now would sound pretty good. Thank you for sending me a plushie pic, Sky. I appreciate that. Cree says the Warren location. You pay $2K, get the museum for 4 hours, then you can only do the house because you sleep there. But any video has to be approved by them, and it can cost up to $500. Yeah, it sucks that okay, hear me out. I actually do believe in the Warrens. I really do. It just sucks that Tony messed it all up. Ed and Lorraine are probably rolling in their graves right now because of Tony, because of their son-in-law. It's a shame. Wendy says, exactly same content, Noah. What I mean by poltergeist is moving and affecting objects. Okay, fair enough. 1 was after my mother died, and 2 was after my grandma 10 years later. Both times, objects were thrown. That's wild. Wow, Wendy. Ash says, why rent out a place to investigate and then you say you can't investigate? No, for real, right? Exactly. I'm down, occasion. I'm down. Cree says, and if you have 8 teams, other than you making a video, each team has to pay to get their video reviewed. Yeah. If they have to get their video reviewed, I mean, granted, they don't want to tarnish their name, whatever, but like, I don't know, man. It seems like the business has got something to hide if they want to make your video, if they want your video to be reviewed. That shows they're hiding something, in my opinion. Nancy says, there are lots of places you can go in New England. Exactly, yep. There's a place down the road from me, just have to hike. Bloodiest war took place in my area, yep. Also, a cemetery that may say they have seen some stuff. Yeah, Connecticut is truly, you can go out in the woods and get shit. Like, New England is littered with haunted activity. Let's see. Percy, I'm not gonna lie. I do like Beardo. I like Beardo. I like Side-Eye Guy. I like Education TV. I like everyone but the faking and lying. The fakers and liars, I mean. But like I said, what I don't agree with, I just don't agree with a lot of things that the big debunkers say about Cajun. Because if you truly look at his channel and if you truly look at his, especially his old live streams, you can tell that all of what he said adds up and nothing's changed. His story never changed. Pauline says, do you believe in Banshee, Noah? No. Oh, wait. No. Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think what a Banshee is. I automatically think of, what's it called? The coyote disease. What the hell is it called? When I hear, chupacabra. When I think of Banshee, I think of chupacabra, even though they're not the same. So I don't know about Banshees, to be honest. I can't think of what a Banshee even looks like right now. So I have no opinion on that, Pauline, to be honest. I have no opinion on that. I don't know yet. Unless it's Bigfoot. I kind of do believe in Bigfoot a little bit. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm ranting.
It gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Because I've had a few.
Look at it.
Wait, guys, you hear that? Listen. They're not alone. So I was right. Earlier I said, why do I feel like they're not alone? They're not.
Look at it.
Listen.
That dolly's going nuts behind you. Look at it.
Is that a whole bar in the building with them? You hear that? One more time.
Look at it.
There's a crowd of people behind that wall. Hold on one second. So these tours. Opening times. Okay, closes at 6 p.m. I wonder what time they investigated at. Okay, so it's a lounge. So there must be a lounge on the other side of the building.
Look at it. Now we can't confirm if Griff touched that.
That's crazy. Okay, so at this point, gentlemen, every interference that you've heard inside this building is null and void. Null and void. Because there's a crowd of people behind that wall. This museum is open. Meaning that this investigation is absolutely pointless. Wow. At least wait for everyone to be gone. Damn. Y'all are investigating while there is a crowd of people in the building with you? And all the interference that you heard, you put it up in the air for people to decide whether or not it's a ghost. If the phone app doesn't sell it, this sells as them being fake.
Look at it.
Wow.
Now we can't confirm if Griff touched that or
Not
not.
touched, did I? We can't confirm. Of course we can confirm.
Wow.
Just imagine that. Like you're in bed, nice. You got a lovely room. Next door.
All right, so at this point, I'm going to look for how many times that they claim that there's ghosts, or even just them putting that out in the air for us to decide whether or not it's a ghost. Those two things I'm now going to look out for. I'm going to focus on that now.
That was loud.
Oh my God, we got Hex in chat. Hex, my friend, little handshake. Thank you for tuning in. You've been lurking. You're awesome, dude. You're awesome. It's good to have you. Holy crap. I love seeing Hex.
Upstairs.
Well, it's kicking off all over, outside and up there.
And there's another ambulance. You're in the center of a freaking city.
There's a loud bang.
was actually scary. Just looking to my right then, he was just utter darkness.
It sounded like it was a...
No balls.
As you were talking about Reagan, you have got a camera up there.
There is a camera.
Okay, so that noise, that thud, could easily be, possibly, I'm not saying I'm right, but possibly could be someone sitting on one of these chairs in the lounge and the chair accidentally hits the wall, making that thud noise. So let's replay that.
There is a camera.
That could easily be someone leaning on a chair hitting the wall. Gentlemen, you guys are cooked. I'm sorry. You guys are cooked. At least do some critical thinking here. As a paranormal investigator, we have to debunk with natural or logical explanations before we think anything is paranormal. If we don't do that, then you're faking it. Period. It's just the lounge in the building, possibly. Bruh.
But that was a really loud bang.
All right, we're giving it till 3:35, and then we're ending it.
Like a...
Yeah.
Like a door.
Yeah. But that was a really loud bang.
It was like a...
Yeah.
Like a door.
I love how you guys haven't mentioned anything about there is a whole crowd of people inside the building with you. How have you guys not mentioned that yet?
Yeah. Worst thing is, there's no...
We're hearing it.
We can't do nothing in there with that window.
No. Let's walk out.
I mean, we've done this whole thing in night vision. Pretty much. I mean, we could shut this door and do something in the hallway, maybe. Like to call out to each of the rooms.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare claim something as paranormal right now. Don't you dare.
It's a dragon.
You hear that in there then?
That was like a...
Oh, look at that smile.
You hear that in there then?
He knows better. Look at that face. He knows better. He knows exactly what it is. But he's just going to pretend like it's a ghost. Real investigators, my ass. Bruce says they are using a Texas Chainsaw Massacre sound effect when they switch scenes. That's kind of cool, though. I'll give him that. That's cool. Cree says, if you call them out, Noah, they will say, we never said it was paranormal or calling it evidence. Again, something they learned from having a debunker friend. Yeah, but they're pretty much, I totally agree with you, Cree. Definitely. You're so right. And the thing is, they're so implying that it's a ghost. They're so implying it's a ghost. We can argue back and be like, how about instead of, I know you guys haven't said it was paranormal, but how about you say it wasn't paranormal instead of leaving it up in the air?
That was like a bell or like a...
Cree says they used the quote, "We never said it was paranormal," when the paranormal went down the stairs either. That's the thing, though. That's crazy. So if they say, "We never said it was paranormal," then how about you actually say in the video, while you're investigating, rather, this is not a ghost. It could be this. It could be that. It could be the people behind the frickin'... Be a paranormal party pooper. You have to be as a ghost hunter. That's nuts. That's nuts. Bad actors. No, for real. I'm not gonna lie. Angry Cation's so right about that. You're right, Cree. You're right. And that's the problem. Cree, you've been spitting facts this whole time. Cree has been spitting facts this whole freaking time.
It's a dragon.
You hear that in there then?
That was like a bell or like a
Really much.
not a bell, but like wood clonking together. Is there anything in there moving?
No, don't claim that as a ghost, please. Don't claim the dangly object on the ceiling is a ghost, please. Have mercy on me. Have mercy on me, please. Okay.
Yeah, there is something moving really good.
Oh my fucking, hold on. You did just walk through there, so we can't dismiss that you touched that.
Thank you. Thank you. But Griff was about to actually fake it and go along with it. But his friend Stevie sorry, someone's calling me right now. I have to freaking... Alright. Sorry, I'll call you later, my friend. But his friend just saved him. His friend just saved his ass.
Really good.
Oh my fucking, hold on. You did just walk through there, so we can't dismiss that you touched that.
It's crazy that Griff was gonna go along with that until his friend saved it.
That was the noise. But what was he banging on?
He was looking at me.
Yeah, the noise was in
Bro, that was so you hitting the frickin' the object. You were legit right underneath all the hanging dolls.
That's the noise.
You could still hear the
That's
people
what
on
she
the other
was-
side of the building.
Could that have been me?
Yes! Yes! Could that have been me? Look at that smirky side eye. And debunkers like him. Did I do that? Did I do that? You're setting back research. You're setting back paranormal research for a long time, my friend. You and your friend.
I've got shivers.
Let's see. Could that have been me? More
Yes.
likely.
But
Okay, good. Thank you. But what? But what?
But again, he
you,
made a
you,
noise.
you were standing next to me,
He made a noise afterwards, didn't he?
and then I said something about dragging, and then the noise happened. Sure, the noise would have happened as you
So
walked
let me
past
just
it.
see how if I walk past what. And then I'm here.
Bro, you're wasting your time. That was you, period. You're just dragging it on at that point. You don't even need to explain it. Just say, oh yeah, that was me.
happened as you
So
walked
let me
past
just
it.
say.
Because it was. You were right underneath the dangling
Come
stuff.
Past, what? And then I'm here, I'm talking, and then I'm like, yep, blah 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 blah. So, and then
The other one behind you is going nuts now.
And that noise is probably from the bar or lounge, whatever. Y'all are investigating this place while it's open. That's crazy.
It's like dragging.
you hear that in there then?
Wow.
You hear that in there then?
But that clonking noise didn't happen.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful not to fall down these stairs.
It's a bit weird. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm lost.
I'm dead. Okay.
Some interesting response.
Yeah, 11 to 6
is
p.m.
on the ghost tube, and right then at the end we was hearing like dragging, banging, and like clonking on wood or something from the door, Bernie.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I wonder what that was. Has to be a ghost, right, gentlemen? Not the people that were inside the building with you?
then like a bit of plastic as well, like goat. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bit weird towards there, but they're getting.
These gentlemen are so chopped. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. These gentlemen, they're fake. I'm not sorry. Wow.
There's so much background noise coming from the road
Yeah.
that we basically had to leave that room.
But it was a lot of fun coming to this museum. Very honoured and privileged that we got to be the first team to actually film and record an investigation inside this place. So massive shout out to Steve and Marie. Obviously, if you're in Nottingham, come check out this museum. It's pretty cool. What's that?
Oh, here we go. The classic paranormal trope. Having a conversation with the camera and being like, wait, what's that? Y'all are no different from the fake, exaggerated ghost hunters that are out there. Not gonna lie.
A kettle.
Do that again.
Check out this museum.
This is the classic trope right here. The classic paranormal YouTube trope.
Shout out to Steve and Marie. Obviously, if you're in Nottingham, come check out this museum. It's pretty cool. What's that? A kettle. With the water system.
Hello?
Absolute cinema.
So,
It's like paper falling or something.
I have a feeling that the Griff guy, the mustache, wants to fake it, and the other one doesn't really want to. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting. But I think the guy who doesn't have the mustache is trying to play it safe, while the mustache guy is just risking it all for the views. It's an interesting dynamic. It's a very interesting dynamic. Bayou says they all do the same thing. Exactly. It's a classic trope that they always do, I swear.
go check it.
It did just sound like paper. Oh. Sorry about the camera. I'm on a big tripod here at the moment. Anything?
Yeah.
At least they're checking it out, but it's too little too late. They're checking it out, what the noise was, but it's way too little too late.
It's got to be this heater.
Oh, is it the heater?
Yeah.
Okay, at least they debunked it. We're not going to go to part 2, I'm sorry. Part 1 is all that we needed. God damn it. Cree says, I think the reason many don't call them out is because of the backlash they got, and it would ruin their channel, and many are already small. Yeah. No, fair enough. That's a good take. That's a good take. Let's see. John says, I left the chat for a bit. Sorry. No worries, homie. No worries. Ash says, yes, someone watched Ghost Hunters. Yep. Somebody watched Ghost Hunters. Cree says, the Oishi brothers don't overreact. Don't use added sounds. Don't add in shadows. Do a couple of debunks along the way and say, see, we debunk too. No, for real. They debunk like 2 things, and then the rest they don't debunk, and they claim, oh yeah, we debunk as well. Bruh. That's some shit. That's some shit. And I do want to say this. I really wish my chat wasn't on my phone and on a different monitor. Or even like somewhere where I can see it, because I keep looking down. And I want to look at the camera, but like in order for me to read chat, I have to look down. And I have to change that for the future for sure. Somehow. I definitely have to get another charger from my second laptop, so I can actually read the chat on the different monitor. Let's see. Ash says, wait, part 2 is where they find a doll demon in the well, in the basement. I love it. Pauline says, a banshee is from Irish folklore. They are a fae, not a fairy. They act as harbingers of death. If you hear a banshee scream, that means someone you love is going to die soon. Damn. Yeah, to me, Pauline, I don't believe in banshees then. If it's from folklore, I don't believe it. Anything folklore, it's very hard for me to believe. John says, I need a Ouija board to find my soul after watching their investigation. John says, for the record, phone apps are garbage. Facts. It's a fake word bank. For real, the whole investigation, well, I'm not saying whole because they did part 2, so who knows what's going to happen next, and we're not going to watch it. But the whole investigation, they were just talking to a phone the whole time. I mean, granted, you could argue saying that it was like because they're using it for filler. But how about use an EVP recorder for filler? An EVP recorder has way more credibility than a phone app. By a long shot. By a long shot. Cree says, in my opinion, they use a tripod to make it seem as if the second person is there when they aren't. You see it from the angle of the camera. The other person makes the sound. Interesting. Pauline says, the Ouija brothers, the building is settling, making that noise? Nah, it's just a demon named Jeff. He's chill. I love it. That's so good, Pauline. I love it. All right, team. It's going to be time to head out. I'm going to eat some freaking chicken. I'm going to make myself some chicken parm. And then I have to go to work. God damn it. Night shift. Let's go. So I want to say goodbye to everybody. So make sure you say goodbye. John says emo. That's me. You know it, brother. Mark says, I can understand why paranormal channels use these apps, but they can't knock other channels and claim they're real. Sam and Colby aren't real. Exactly. Agree, Mark. I agree. I agree. It's so contradicting. Cree says, I'm having steak. I'm jealous. I would love a steak to bulk up right now. U.S. Army, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone, if you can, right now, subscribe to Anchorcation TV and check out his live stream later. Ash says, oh, Noah, sorry, you have to work. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Part of life. Hope you have the best time. Don't work too hard. Thank you, Ash. I appreciate it. I will work hard. I will. Cree, I love you. I'll see you soon, okay, hun? I'm jealous you're having steak. Freestyle, have a good night. I love you. Nancy, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Bayou, I'll see you later. I'm free after work, so I can just hop on your live. I will not miss your live this time, brother. Fawn, I'll see you later. Ash, I'll see you later too. And 10, thank you for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate you. John, I love you. No, I spelled emo wrong in another chat I sent. Oh, okay. All right, brother. I'll see you soon. Who else? Freestyle, much love. Bruce, take care, homie. I wish I had a Saturday or Sunday off so we can hang out, bro. Pauline, much love. I'll see you soon as well. Thank you for sticking around. Is there anyone else? I want to say goodbye to everyone. We're not leaving anyone else behind. Mark, have a good night. I'll see you soon, bro. Let's see. Everyone, if you can, if you're listening, if I haven't said goodbye to you already, I would love to say goodbye to you. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. I'll give it another minute. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. Just want to make sure though, so I'll wait a couple of seconds. Ash says, one of these days, I need to know where you work. I'll come get a drink. I'll let you know in the DMs. John says, say goodbye to the phone demons. Yeah. Goodbye, phone demons. All right, team. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.